And the superscription also is written over him in letters of Greek and Latin and Hebrew. This is the King of the Jews. And one of the malefactors which were hanged railed on him, saying, If thou be Christ, save thyself and us. But the other answering rebuked him, saying, Dost not thou fear God, seeing thou art in the same condemnation? And we indeed justly, for we receive the due reward of our deeds. But this man hath done nothing amiss. And he said unto Jesus, Lord, remember me when thou comest to thy kingdom. And Jesus said unto him, Verily I say unto thee, today shalt thou be with me in paradise. And it was about the 6th hour, and there was a darkness over all the earth.
It's the 6th hour, and there's darkness all over the earth. The only vessel of light that shined in a world of darkness has obscured itself, because the true light, the light that lights every man that comes into the world, is being put to death by the hands of an evil empire at the encouragement of corrupt religious leaders. The lesson of this day, the darkness that descends on the earth. Jesus is not dead. He's only been hanging here for 3 hours. He's already said to his Father, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. The plea of Calvary is the plea that still echoes throughout the earth. We're a blind and ignorant species, doing foolish things, harming that which does not harm us, claiming foul when we're just as foul as that which we claim is not fair. But within this comes a ray of light, a moment of hope. One of the malefactors hanged with him, having previously cursed him for the last 2.5 or so hours, rebukes his fellow and points out the truth. This Jesus has done nothing wrong. We are the evil ones. Then he looks to Jesus for hope. As darkness continues to descend, the darkness of soul, which is mirrored by the darkness of an eclipse that plunges the whole world into darkness, we find a word of faith. We find a promise of hope in the words of the thief. Lord, remember me when you come into your kingdom. One man, seeing the light as the light of his own life, is ebbing away. One man, stating his knowledge, his conviction, his faith, that the other man next to him who is under a sentence of death, because never was it written that any man who went up on the cross ever came down in any condition but dead. That this man says, remember me when you come into your kingdom. Remember me after you've triumphed over death. Remember me when you bring about a new order on the other side of this mortality. But as the darkness descends, the crowd is deaf. The other malefactor will not hear. And Jesus, with ominous words, says to him, this day shall you be with me in paradise. This day will you be with me in the blessed side of the realm of the dead. As the darkness continues to drop even more, so the words of our Lord at this midday, when the sun should be its brightest, seem to obscure that there is no light left for the ignorance of humanity in its sin.